You know, if you had asked me back in 1996 to describe the type of game that I'd like to play, I probably would have said something like that I would want a first-person shooter that's also a point-and-click adventure where you explore a haunted house, but other dimensions would be cool too. And it should also have a horror fantasy adventure story that's told through full-motion video scenes with live actors. You see, that's a game that I would have liked to have played, but unfortunately in 1996 I had never heard of Realms of the Haunting. Realms of the Haunting is an FPS PCA for DOS that was developed by Gremlin Interactive and published by Interplay. Now, this being a 1996 release, this was one of the later titles for DOS, right before development of PC games switched entirely to Windows. It looks like it was reviewed positively at the time, but sales were apparently low, and the game seemed to fade into obscurity. I hadn't even heard of the game myself until it was released on GOG a few years back. I really like this game, though it does have its faults. It is rough in some ways. This is an early attempt at combining first-person shooting and adventure game elements, which is a common thing now, but in 1996 was not really something that you saw often. You can tell that the developers were experimenting with how to make this combination work. Also, the decision to tell the story through live-action FMV, I'm sure, increased the cost of the game. And likely because of that, the story seems to rush too quickly to its conclusion at the end. We'll talk a bit more about that when we get there, though, I think. But still, this game would not nearly be as interesting or as charming if it wasn't for the weird combination of genres. I like what Gremlin accomplished here, and find Realms of the Haunting to be really enjoyable to play, even without having any nostalgia for it. But now, let's get started with the game, and we'll watch the opening cutscene. See you in a few minutes.
My father died 6 months ago. Since he and my mother divorced, we'd had our problems. I hadn't seen him as often as I'd meant to. You know how it is. You think you've got all the time in the world to sort things out. There's always something else to be doing. He'll call him next week. Then the letter from the lawyers, and suddenly it's all too late. Nothing you can do. All the words you wanted to say, silenced. Forever. My father was the pastor at a Cornish village. He was well liked. Had time for everyone. Except his son. I can't explain it, but lately I've begun to dream about a house. Incredibly vivid dreams. I had other dreams at that time, too. Just as real, but not unpleasant. Quite the opposite. I was certain that I'd never met her, but that she really existed. Somewhere. Then the priest came to see me. He was the kind of person my father always disliked and mistrusted. I nearly shut the door in his face. But something stopped me. He said his name was Elias Camber. Apparently, he and Dad met at a conference a couple of years ago and kept in touch, off and on, by letter. He told me the letters had become very agitated over the last few months. Father had discovered something about a strange house on the outskirts of the village. Something terrible. Then there were no more letters. Just a parcel a week before Dad died, with a covering note asking Camber to make sure I got it. Almost all of what Camber told me was a lie. There's no priest of that name in Cornwall. I checked. I ignored the whole thing for a while. Didn't want to think about it, I suppose. But the dreams have been getting worse. So 2 days ago, I opened the parcel. Fragments of some carved objects. Some of the pieces are missing. I've looked in every reference book I can think of. I'm none the wiser for what they might be. I do know they're powerful. So here I am, at the house Camber spoke of, the house of my nightmares. I feel I've been brought here by something. I don't know what it is, or what it wants.
And so, Adam Randall, our protagonist, has entered the spooky old house. He's not really sure why. He knows he has some kind of mystery to solve, and has something to do with his recently deceased father, but he doesn't really know what it's all about. He just has a feeling that he should be here. So, let's start the game, and see what happens. Now, let me get that out of the way. As we left the intro, the last thing we saw were the front doors closing behind us.
Locked.
Well, of course they're locked. It's not really much of a surprise. Wouldn't be much of a haunted house if it wasn't. Now, this game controls like an FPS, but you might have noticed this right here, this cursor. That's basically our way to interact with the world and to observe it. So, for example, we're in this dark room. I might want to turn on this light switch.
Damn. Power's off in here. Good job I've got the lantern.
Well, we can't turn it on. This is busted. So we can look at the things around us, but we can also hear Adam's observations. What he thinks of, like, this painting.
Elias Camber, if I'm not mistaken. He's holding a mask.
And Adam will give observations on a lot of the things that we see in the house.
Cult-style robes.
So apparently this is Elias Camber, but he looks a lot different than how he did in the intro. He was dressed as a priest then. I guess he has a large variety of clothes.
Sorcerer?
Again, Adam doesn't really know what he's doing here, but we should probably try to open these doors.
Stop fast. This symbol's glowing.
Yeah, there's no power, at least in this room, but there's some kind of magical rune on the door preventing us from opening it. Same thing here.
Stop fast. This symbol's glowing.
As well as what apparently is an animated GIF on the wall.
Those eyes almost look real.
Almost. But paintings can't animate.
Old suit of armor. All the pieces are wired together. Hell, this is really taking its toll.
Adam does not like what he sees in the mirror. You know what else Adam Randall doesn't like? Mirrors. He just has to break every one he sees.
Coat stand.
He's okay with coat stands, though. He has nothing against those. And nothing to say at all about stools. Alright, here's some items we can pick up. So I'm going to pick this up right here. Let's take a look at the inventory and see how that works. Now, we have some items already, but what we should look at are the slots over here. These are Adam's hands, and different items will go in the different hands. The easy way to think about it is the left hand is weapons hand, and right hand is items hand. So we picked up this item, this book, and now it is in our right hand. But if we look at our weapons down here, yeah, we don't have anything right now, so the left hand is empty. But you know, that's okay if Adam doesn't have any weapons. Because Adam has all the guns he needs right here. Right, Adam is ready. Ready to go. But we can take a look at the other items we have. Like these shards, the shards that he was given by Elias Camber. We can also get Adam's opinions on some of the things that he holds. So we can talk generally about these seals.
These fragments have some kind of occult markings. Runes or something.
He doesn't really know what they are. There's no one here to give him any advice on what they might be.
These fragments, the seals, whatever they are, I know they're important to something. The power within them makes me feel alive to their touch. And the dreams, they affect my dreams, intensify them. I must keep them close, keep them safe.
Adam has a strange feeling about them, though. He says they're very close to him and that they are a source of some kind of power. Well, he didn't mention if Adam believes in magic or anything, but it kind of sounds like he does, because what else would he mean by power? Nothing really to say about the lamp we picked up. It's just an ordinary lamp. Same thing with this matchbox. Nothing really interesting about it, other than the high rate of speed that it's spinning. I guess that's kind of weird. Oh wait, there's some more stuff in here. Well, this is where our magic items would be if we had any. We don't have any right now. And here are where our documents will be. We've only picked up this one book so far.
Novel. Look Homeward, Angel.
Now, with a lot of the documents, we can open them up and read them. For some reason, with this book, we can't. We can just look at the cover. Not much use, really. And in this last section, Adam can give his thoughts about the people, places, and things that he's encountered so far on the adventure. Right now, the only thing on Adam Randall's mind is Adam Randall, though he has no observations about himself as of yet. That'll change. There's something else on this table.
There's a label on this. Colt trademark.
Alright, so we just walked through the door, and on the table by the door is a magazine full of ammo. This is Adam Randall's kind of house. So those doors are locked over there. Let's take a look over here and see what we find.
God, what a stench.
Looks like there's something rotting in that suit of armor. I guess what this house needs is some ventilation. Adam is he's just stuffy. He needs some fresh air in here. It seems like it's been a while since there's been any. More doors down here, but
Stop fast.
they're still locked. Oh, by the way, if you're looking at this cursor, something you might notice is that the dots on the cursor will light up and turn off. So right now, both of them are off, which means I can't do anything. Now, the two dots here means that I can try to use the door,
Budge.
which doesn't do anything. I can also observe the door,
Where's the lock on this damn thing?
and that produces different voices. So, just if you're wondering, as you see the cursor appear and what it means,
Plain old chair.
and nothing interesting at all about this chair. Can't even punch that chair. You should be able to. And more ammo, just sitting around.
Ceramic vase.
Who cares about that vase, though? This window... that's a different story. That typewriter is typing by itself. But that's not the scariest part.
Ink ribbon's missing.
It's typing without an ink ribbon. It's very frightening. Let's see what the message is that the typewriter has for us.
Typed.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I mean, Adam Randall seems to, seems like he was raised in a religious household, so he probably knows how to pray. No indication who left that message, though. And we find a gun! Just, lying here. Gun and a couple magazines of ammo. Just walk into the house and find these things.
Colt 45. Semi-automatic handgun.
That's what Adam Randall considers the start of a good night.
There's something sticking out of the pages.
Alright, we can read this one. And it says that crop circles are baffling experts. Because if there's one thing that experts cannot figure out how they're made, it's crop circles. By the way, there are a lot of documents in this game. There's a lot of stuff to read, so we're not going to go over everything in these main videos. I think what I'm going to do is make some supplementary videos that goes over all of the reading material and all of the various optional observations that we can have as well. Because there's actually quite a few.
Stop fast.
Well, so far, none of the doors are working.
This one's stuck fast.
Most of the light switches do work, by the way.
Light switch.
Mm-hmm. Sure is, Adam.
Open. Good.
Okay, something weird's happening with that door. You can tell this house is very haunted. it is extremely haunted. See, that door just moved by itself. And it vanishes. And I've never actually seen that happen. So, yeah, this game has a graphical glitch here and there, but that's alright.
Where's the lock on this damn thing?
More magically locked doors. So let's walk around and see what we find.
Rat. No head. Boots. Bet he shops at oversize.
So it looks like someone came in through the open window, killed a rat, and I guess bit off its head, and then walked off down there. But the footsteps end, so we can't actually see where whoever it was went. Here's some candles.
Candle.
That's right. Now, candles should be lit because we want to have as much light as we can. So I'm going to click on this, and in the lower right-hand corner, we see the matchbook has appeared, and I'm going to click on this candle again, and it's lit. The matchbox appearing in the lower right-hand corner means that it is now in my right hand. It's equipped. The reason was that I'm playing this game on easy adventure mode. There are two difficulties there, easy and hard. Now, on easy adventure mode, when you click on something that you can use an item with, it will automatically equip that item into Adam's right hand, so then you can use it. Now, hard adventure mode will not do that for you. So, for example, if I was playing this on hard adventure mode, and I wanted to light this candle, let me put something else in my hand. There we go. Okay, so let's say I'm playing this on hard, and I wanted to light this. I would have to go to the inventory, click on the matchbox, drag it into my right hand, then leave the inventory, then click on the candles. Playing it on easy mode is just a lot more convenient because it removes those extra steps. And since we're going to be doing stuff like this throughout the whole game, it's just a lot easier and more convenient to do it this way. So I kind of like playing it on easy just because it's faster. But don't think that means that easy adventure mode will solve all of the puzzles for you, because there are some parts where it will not really help you out with that. But we'll see those when we get to them.
Plain old chair.
Adam is still not impressed by the chairs in this house. Another thing he's not impressed with... mirrors. See that? See those fists flying? Adam is not to be messed with, nor his fists of fury.
Locked.
Alright, this is locked, but it doesn't have a magic symbol, so maybe it's just a normal lock.
Painting of a sarcophagus.
Well, we haven't seen anything like this around so far, or that cobra thing right there, but there are 2 lit candles next to it. So, maybe that should give us an idea of what to do here. Alright, we picked up a metal key, and we just found a door that was locked, so we should probably try it out with that. You see that? That's just rude, is what that is. So apparently someone has expected us to be here and left some booby traps for us. But that's okay. Adam Randall is prepared. Let's go in this door.
Adam. Oh, it is such a joy to see you again, my boy. I wish with all my heart that I could send you away from here. Adam, please don't turn away from me. I need your help. You must free me. I am dead. Yes. My body lies beneath the gravestone. But my soul is trapped, tormented by the darkness that inhabits this place. You are my only hope. This is my prison and my jailer, binding me against my will to suffer the tortures of the damned. The damned is what they are. I cannot help you beyond this message. It is not just a matter of my soul's destiny. Stakes are far greater than you can possibly imagine.
Dad, please. I don't understand.
You must try, my boy. Find Alf. He is a kindred spirit and will be as a brother to you. Once a proud knight, he too is held. They returned. Adam, for the love of God, remember these words. Remember my warnings. You are the last hope.
Well, Chapter 1 is done already, and I guess with that, so is Part 1 of this Let's Play. We've done some exploration of the house, and we've met Adam's father, who is apparently in some trouble. We didn't actually get to any combat, but don't worry about that. Next time, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of combat. So that's how Realms of the Haunting starts. Like I said, it's a first-person adventure, going through this haunted house with FMV cutscenes. So, next time, we'll take a look around this room and see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can find any clues as to what Adam is supposed to do, because his father really did not say much. He really did not give him much advice, aside from that we have to find Alf. But maybe next time, we'll find some more clues as to what it is we're supposed to do and where we're supposed to go. I'll see you next time.